Am I audible?
Yes, sir. This is Dr. Avinash speaking. Am I correct? Or is this Dr. Bishnoi?
Dr. Bishnoi.
Yes, sir. I'm able to hear you. Thank you. Thank you all for joining. We'll start sharp at 12. We're just waiting for our last panelist to join. Thank you.
अभिनव जी, क्या आप मुझे सुन सकते हो?
यस सर, अब आपकी आवाज़ क्लियर है सर। थैंक यू सर।
Good morning, Dr. Nair. May I have your camera and audio? Dr. Naik, are you able to hear me?
Are you able to hear me?
Is camera on as well. Thank you so much.
Can you hear me? Can
Yes,
you hear
ma'am.
me?
I'm able to hear
Yeah,
you.
thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. A very warm good afternoon to all of you. Thank you for joining us today. I hope I am audible to everyone.
Yes.
Thank you for confirming, sir. We would like to welcome all the panelists and participants who have joined us today for this session, Breaking the Cycle, Creating Drug-Free Campuses under Viksit Bharat with an MBA. My name is Anushka. I have with me my colleague Abhay. We'll be your and it is currently being run in all the districts of the country as of August 2023. These vulnerable districts were identified on the basis of findings from the Comprehensive National Survey and the inputs that were provided by the Narcotics Control Bureau. The primary objective of the Abhiyan is to raise awareness about the dangers of substance use and to promote healthy lifestyle among individuals, families, and communities. It emphasizes the importance of early intervention and prevention programs to discourage the uses of substances and protect vulnerable populations, especially the women and the youth. Nasha Mukt Bharat Abhiyan intends to reach out to the masses and spread awareness about substance use through various activities that include in reaching out to community and identifying dependent populations. Now, I would like to request Abhi to take over for Nature campaign.
Thank you, Anushka. Chetna Camp is a campaign launched by Ministry of Rural Development to encourage rural communities to become self-reliant, empowered, and gender-aware. Primary issue impacting lives of women and persons of marginal gender is that of gender-based violence. From intimate partner violence to violence in public space, gender become a factor to in deciding how people are treated. It is therefore critical to ensure continued work to combat the issue of gender-based violence. This panel is organized to bring together various stakeholders from across the nation to share their experiences in participating and conducting activities under NMBA in the institutions and challenges faced by them. Learning attained in this process and way forward, integrating the principles of Nai Chetna in their initiatives. Before we start the panel, discussion, we would like to share a PPT on Nasha Mukt Bharat Abhiyan with the panelists and our audience across all the platform.
Is it visible to all the panelists?
Yes.
Thank you, sir. So Nasha Mukt Bharat Abhiyan, it was launched back in 2020 on 15th August, and it started with 272 districts. And as of now, in 15th August 2023, it was expanded to cover the whole country. These are a few photographs from various activities that have been conducted under the campaign. The primary drivers of the campaign are the youth and women, whom we consider to be the community that can be reached out to most. Abhinav, may I please request you to go on to the next slide? Thank you. So some of the major stakeholders that you are able to see here include youth, then women, along with educational institutions and the community and civil society organizations whose convergence we encourage and we hope to ensure that it reaches to as many people as possible. As of now, we have been focusing on youth and women to harness the youth potential in productive activities, to ensure positive participation of the youth, and to brand them as ambassadors of change and role models for their peers. We have also covered more than 3.3 crore youth through the use of social media and other engagements. Along with that, we have also focused on women and have covered more than 2.2 plus crore women, and it has been crucial in providing a sense of direction to them and to us, and it has been done through utilizing persuasiveness because of the persuasiveness in family settings, as well as utilizing women SHGs and local group participation along with door-to-door awareness drives. Abhinav would go on to explain about the Nai Chetna campaign and its importance and integration into Nasha Mukt Bharat Abhiyan.
Thank you, Anushka. Drug use is one of the biggest challenges faced by our country today, and gender-based violence is also closely linked to substance abuse. Where women and persons from marginalized gender are often prone to violence from drug dependent, along with their more vulnerable to addiction due to rampant societal discrimination. Here, the goal of Nai Chetna is advancing the agency and right of women and gender diverse individuals by addressing structural barriers of dignified living with no fear, discrimination, and violence based on their gender and intersectional identities. You see the next slide. So, as Nai Chetna is a campaign which is led nation on a national level, it is focusing majorly on sensitization and orientation of gender-based violence, POSH, ICC, to the community staffs and also to the frontline workers.
Abhinav, you are on mute.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much. So, educational institution program are also an essential component on the campaign. With more than 3 lakh educational institutes being covered under the NMBA, activities and competition on the theme of substance use are being organized and drug-free club are led by students are formed. Community programs such as citywide campaign, awareness, Ratmans, or for mass awareness in districts, Nukkad Natak in public and community areas, community rallies, sabhas, and sessions are also being formed. Last year, an interaction with the NCC took place under the Nasha Mukt Bharat Abhiyan, emphasizing the role of the cops in the anti-substance use movement. And this event showcased a powerful collaboration with the Honorable Rashamati addressing the gathering of 700 NCC candidates in person and over 40,000 online, fostering the nationwide initiative against substance abuse. Master volunteers who are selected from diverse background have also been working with respect in the district regarding this abhiyan. Currently, we have more than 8,000 master volunteers all over India, including Navayuva Kendra volunteers, college club students, MSW students, and NSS and NCC students. Social media is also being used extensively to create awareness, and there are so many posts which is shared by college students through their social media handles, reaching out to more than 18 lakh people. To make campaign more accessible to the public, a website and a mobile app have been developed. A website including a dashboard, an expert forum, a discussion page, and an immediate dashboard with real-time data and figure is also been there. Sure.
The Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment also focuses on the counseling and rehabilitation part. And under the National Action on Drug Demand Reduction that has been formulated, there are three major centers that the scheme focuses on, which is community and community-based peer-led intervention, CPLI. It is for early drug use prevention among adolescents in the age of 10 to 17 years, which formulates the identification of youth as peer educators who go back to their communities and lead the training for the younger counterparts. It is designed to induce behavioral changes through communication sessions, individual counseling, and family and group counseling. And it also serves as a linkage to various other platforms that the Ministry of Social Justice focuses on, which includes Integrated Rehabilitation Center for Addicts and ODICs, which are outreach and drop-in centers. ODICs are safe and secure drop-in centers for drug-dependent youth, which also takes screening, assessment, and counseling of clients on substance use disorder. And it further provides linkages to bigger organizations in case the need arises. Can you please go to the next slide? Thank you. So these are a few other initiatives that have been taken by the ministry, which includes the setup of de-addiction centers, district de-addiction centers, as well as addiction treatment facilities. And the aim is to have one center in each district, which provides cumulative training. With that, we also have a national toll-free dedicated helpline number. It is 14446, which provides primary counseling, the data of the nearest de-addiction and counseling facility, as well as collects intelligence on the sale of narcotic substances. This is the data from the national toll-free database. And if this number is publicized as much as I'd like to request, sir, am I still audible? Can somebody please come?
Yes, madam, you are audible.
Thank you, sir. So now as we move forward with the panel, call upon Dr. Narendra Bishnoi, who is the NSS coordinator at the University of Delhi, to share with us a brief about his work and the status of NMBA in your university. Over to you, sir. Thank you for joining us today.
Namaskar. Welcome. Namaskar. On behalf of National Service Scheme, University of Delhi, first of all, I would like to congratulate Bharat for organizing this panel discussing, heading the name Breaking the Cycle, creating the drug-free campus. Not specifically for drugs, but in all the departments and the colleges affiliated to University of Delhi, we have a dedicated committee to ensure the implementation of cigarettes and other tobacco products. And this is all in the name of each college, not only for using cigarettes, but also stopping advertisement, regulation of trade, commerce, production, supply, distribution. And I can say that in our campus. And I think that that particular committees, anti-smoking committee, we should also start in each colleges, each department, statutory committee, which can stop these activities. For that committee specifically, there should be a teacher member, student member. Another thing I want to say, how they are working. For drugs, we have not specifically working like a committee, but in each college, we have 67 NSS centers and departments. It includes 67 plus 3, 70 centers. And all the NSS volunteers are specifically working to stop the drugs use into the campuses. They work specifically by spreading messages, by organizing seminars. They are performing nukkad nataks, and because we have a law faculty also, there is a legal service authority, legal aid committee, and the volunteers of that committees are also working. I'm just proud to tell you that in Karodimal College, the NSS unit has started a project Sahyog that talks about each one teach one, and they have adopted a nearby village, and they are teaching the students who are belonging from that village who is not capable to pay the fees. So all the students who, if they are not teaching, may indulge in drugs and other illegal activities, were taught by the college volunteers. It's not that when we are saying, it's not only that sometimes if I say कि कोई बहुत अच्छा competition में preparation कर रहा है and is not able to get good marks, he also indulge in drugs and all other things. So what we can suggest, we should start some sports fest, which is called in the name of sports a way of life. And I can say that you can take an examples. अगर कोई sportsman है, चाहे उसका कैसा भी, whether he is winning or loses, you will not find anywhere that he is committing suicide, he started indulging in drugs and all. So as a way of life, not for the competition, we should start at the campuses level. All the persons should indulge in sports activities. This can also help to stop drugs activities. Another thing, just by organizing seminars, calling experts person will not work until unless the peer group itself will indulge in spreading those knowledges. So we should request the students, and if we are at the first level, when we are not capable to find student volunteer, NSS and NCC is a good example where we have a dedicated team. More than 6,000 volunteers we have in Delhi University in NSS, and we can say same in NCC also. So all the students should be called, and they should work for drug-free environment in the campuses. This is all from my side. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your suggestions. I'm sure it will be very crucial in implementing the Abhiyan forward. As per your suggestions, I think it would be a great idea to organize more activities on the theme of Drug Mukt Bharat Abhiyan, incorporating as many students who are into sports as an alternative to ensure that the right direction is provided to them early on. Thank you so much, sir. And now with that, I would like to request Dr. T. Chandra Kumar carry forward the discussion with his input. Dr. Chandra Kumar is the National Cadet Corps Company Commandant and Associate Professor of Data Science at the Thiagraj College of Engineering, Madurai. We welcome you, sir.
Thank you, madam. First of all, I would like to thank the Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment team under Drug Mukt Bharat Abhiyan for selecting me to have a discussion on this drug abuse and activities related. I would like to share what we are currently doing in NCC. Shall I present a 3-minute clip of our NCC activities, madam? With Bishop?
Yes, sir. Definitely.
Thanks for watching. I think from the video you can see what are the activities we are performing and other things. So last 22, 23. So these are the activities, and recent past I have received a news from our government of Tamil Nadu, Ministry of Higher Education, 30/11/2023. So drug eradication program. So we are going to create a WhatsApp group with all the HODs and the universities and the principal, with all the students of our departments, and we are going to make a awareness rally and activities as per the letter received from the Ministry of Education. And these are the activities we are performed during the year 2022 and 23. So normally what we did is every month we organize a lot of activities and personality development and mental hygiene awareness, cancer awareness. So every month we are having a plan on our timetable. And apart from that, these are the various camps every year we are sending students for participating throughout our mission. And a special camp regarding this, that is TBSBA, Drug Mukt Bharat, in which the students can make their own presence and various activities regarding nation integration and other things carried out in that particular camp. At the state level, we are also participating, and our students are regularly getting awards and prizes. And these are the few snippets of our social service activities. I want to share you a photo rather than showing a PPT. What we did in our college. So this is a helmet awareness rally taken place last month. And I have received an award for best officer for 2024. And we formed a team of 10 members each team. Then we did a internship at the help of Ministry of Higher Education. And the team members are from third year and the final year are comprised of all the engineering departments. And these are the activities organization. This was happened during the year 2018 for a period of 1 month. So these are the various camps. And they submitted a report what they did. And apart from this regular activity, the student internship was carried out especially through extracurricular from NCC, and we are giving credit for those. So these are the 4 teams. Every team has carried out their activity. This is Swachh Bharat. Under the social service activities, you can see the list of activities: anti-drug, Beti Bachao, digital awareness, disposal of e-waste, food policy, open defecation, road safety, Swachh Bharat, every month Swachh Bharat has been taken place. Waste to wealth, human health and sanitation, and the 2017, similar to that.
Thank you so much, sir. So it is very heartening to see.
Yeah, and the one more important thing is that COVID, during the COVID time, our cadets were fully utilized by government of Tamil Nadu, and from the date fourth month to fifth month. So you can see various activities are performed by our cadets. So for a drug,
Yes, sir. So it
yeah.
is, I was just saying, it was very heartening to see the involvement of so many NCC cadets in so many different activities across
Yes, madam.
different
Out of
platforms.
4,000 students, the one and only engineering college is having strength of 200 NCC cadets is ours only in India itself. So I can able to do anything from those 200 cadets apart from 4,000 cadets.
Hello? Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So as them being the drivers on the ground,
Yeah,
their active participation is very crucial to spread the message of Nasha Mukt Bharat Abhiyan even further in all the universities and campuses in your city. And thank you so much for
thank you.
request you to please share all these photographs and different activities that have been conducted with us so that we could also keep a record of it.
Okay, thank you.
Thank
Thank you
you
so
so
much.
much, sir. It was very informative and relevant presentation. Now, we go on to our next speaker, Dr. Sashmi Nayak. She's the Dr. B.R. Ambedkar Chair and Professor at the National Institute of Social Work and Social Sciences, Odisha. Her current research examines issues concerning with person with addiction, wellness scavengers, begging, migration, trafficking, forced and labor bonded labor as well. Ma'am, over to you, ma'am.
Yeah, very good afternoon to all the panelists and to anyone else who has joined. Um, I'm speaking from Orissa, so I will speak in the context of Orissa. Just a minute, I have a PowerPoint, so please allow me to share it with you.
Yes, ma'am.
It's not sharing. Try this.
Ma'am, you can also send that PPT to me. I can also share it.
Yeah, we'll do that. Lalit, can you please help with the at the computer?
Uh,
I can just
is
speak
it
if you can just
okay?
show me the slides.
Yeah,
If you can just show me.
yeah, that would work, ma'am.
So in the past year, from 2021, 2022 to 2022, 2023, the seizure of illegal drugs in Orissa has risen by 159%. So this is mostly heroin and cannabis. You know, these are illicit drugs. Apart from that, the sales of cigarettes and tobacco products, smokeless tobacco products is legal, so it's open and it's quite accessible to students and to others across you know across age groups and gender groups. So if I just take you quickly, just run through it. 31.8% of Orissa's population are alcohol users. And this is higher than the national average of 27%. I'm telling from your data, Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment data. That's the only study on substance abuse that has been done in India, all over India, and in particular in our state also. Cannabis users are 5.24%, which is again higher than 2.83%, which is the national average. The dependents are 0.5%. Opioid users, again, 2.85%, close to 3%. National average is only 2%. Can I have the next slide? Sedatives, 1.6%. Dependent is 0.1%. Amphetamines and amphetamine type substances is low in Orissa compared to the national average, but it is only by 0.04%. Inhalants, it's higher. And people who inject drugs, we have the number, it's 8,184 persons. So in that context, we as a school of social work, or how have we responded? And we are also, since we are the oldest school of social work in the state, we are also involved in designing curriculum, both at the master's level and at the undergraduate level. So we have an elective paper in both the courses, which we call Working with Persons with Addictions. And this paper covers the entire range, the knowledge, the understanding that is required, the skill base that has to be developed in the students, attitudinal and value systems. It includes all that, and it also has a fieldwork practicum, which prescribes practice skills such as active listening, communication skills with family members of substance abusers, counseling of substance abusers, and we also encourage our students to carry out micro projects, on how to change problematic behavior. Next slide. So our students and alumni are very much engaged in this field. We have a student who is called the tobacco warrior of the country, Muhammad Imran Ali. You may have heard of him, and he has several campaigns, and he also has an organization where he does advocacy. He has also won a case in the High Court banning the sale of gutka products in Orissa. But we know that since enforcement is lax, that has not happened. It is still available. At least it is not available in milk booths. Previously, it was available in milk booths. We also do training of volunteers in awareness and understanding about the harmful effects of drug use and abuse, and also developing their skills and abilities on how to resist pressures, peer pressures, advertising pressure from the mainstream media. All of us are aware of advertising of pan masala, of gutka and other things in which you have sports people and also cinema actors. So we try to tell our students about understanding advertisements. You'll also be surprised that one of the coaching centers, I will not take the name, it's a very prominent coaching center. It says it sells its physics book as physics gutka. So making gutka as acceptable as studying physics. Next slide. Yeah. So on how to resist pressure. The next is we organize annual state level poster competition on how to say no to drugs, and also exhibitions, and we take out a book of posters so that the students also feel proud that their posters are published. Next. Coming to Nai Chetana, 26% of women in Orissa use different kinds of substances. It's mostly tobacco, smokeless tobacco, and also alcohol. So again, our focus has been we do offer a course on gender and social work. We call it gender sensitive social work practice. And within our campus, we have a culture of equality in the classroom in terms of cultural activities, sports. In our employment policy, we have flexible working hours and options for faculty and for staff. In general, there is a culture of respecting differences, freedom, equality. In our admission policy, I should not say we are gender neutral, but we are open to all genders. So we have transgender students in our classrooms. We have the first transgender who completed a master's degree, and presently she works as the social welfare officer in one of the universities here in Orissa. Now, Nai Chetana is a newly launched program. It's just a few months old, and it's about violence against women in rural areas. So we still have to think about how we are going to be working under this program, but we certainly look forward to organizing some training programs, some awareness programs, and also some required research on the prevalence of different types of violent practices against the girl child, against women in general. Of course, I think Avinash mentioned about violence against women stemming from the use of substances. So that is something that it's a new area for us, and we shall come up with something in this area. Thank you.
Thank
Any
you so much, ma'am.
questions?
Ma'am, we'll
Or-
come to the question and answer session
Okay,
once all the
okay.
panelists have had a chance to present. Thank you so
Thank
much
you.
for such an informative presentation and sharing all the details that you have, ma'am. Ma'am, I'd like to just point one thing out that Nai Chetna was launched back in 2020, and Ministry of Social Justice had aligned ourselves with the Nai Chetna campaign last year as well, and conducted various activities incorporating and in the module.
Now we would like to request Dr. Avinash, sir. Hello. So now we would like to request Dr. Avinash, sir. He is
Yes.
Dr. B.R. Ambedkar Chair and Head of History Department of RTM Nagpur University, to share with us and our audience his experiences with the NMBA coordinators and the modalities of it. Over to you, sir.
धन्यवाद। सभी को नमस्कार। मैं नागपुर से हूँ, इसलिए मैं महाराष्ट्र और नागपुर के बारे में बात करूंगा। बीबीसी में अभी हाल ही में 2023 की बात है, एक रिपोर्ट आई है और एक एनजीओ ने उसका इंटरव्यू दिया है। उसमें कहते हैं कि मुंबई में हर माह करीब 20 करोड़ रुपए का ड्रग्स सिर्फ स्कूल और कॉलेज में बेचा जाता है। ये कितनी बड़ी बात है कि हमारे युवा, हमारे समाज ने मान्यता दी है शराब और सिगरेट को, मान्यता दी है, वो तो चलन है नशे का, ये भी गलत है। लेकिन हमारी जो युवा पीढ़ी है, इस युवा पीढ़ी के सामने अभी घोर अंधेरा है। अभी थाने में, हमारे स्कूल में 8वीं 9वीं के बच्चों में इस नशे की लत, ड्रग्स की नशे का लत का प्रमाण मिला है और मुंबई में करीब करीब अभी 1 लाख के आसपास युवा इस नशे की चपेट में है। तो ये बहुत बड़ी समस्या है देश के आगे में। तो मैंने मेरी पीपीटी मैं आपको शेयर करना चाहता हूँ। कैन आई शेयर?
Yes, sir.
तो ये ड्रग्स हमारे सही मुस्तैद जो बीएसएफ के जवान हैं उसको सलाम करना चाहिए। मैंने कुछ अंक दिए, आंकड़ेवारी दिए है कि बीएसएफ ने 2016 में 30 किलो करीब, यानी
आगे में देखेंगे तो स्मगलिंग कितनी मात्रा में हो रही है। अभी 2023 में बीएसएफ के बीएसएफ की तरफ से करीब करीब 500 किलो हीरोइन जब्त की है। और इनका टारगेट क्या है? तो स्कूल, कॉलेज और पब। हमारे जो स्कूल, अभी उनका तरीका भी, ड्रग्स पेडलर का तरीका भी अभी चेंज हो गया है। वो क्या कर रहे हैं कि चॉकलेट, होममेड चॉकलेट के जरिए वो ड्रग्स सप्लाई कर रहे हैं। ये बहुत बड़ी चिंता का विषय है। नागपुर के बारे में अगर मैं बताना बताना चाहता हूँ कि इस शहर की युवा पीढ़ी तेजी से नशे के लत में जा जा रही है। और वो सबसे घातक है कि वो ड्रग्स, शराब और सिगरेट की तो मान्यता मिली है, लेकिन अ, गांजा, कोकीन, ये सब नशीली दवाएं तेजी से बढ़ रही है। ये सबसे बड़ी और घातक चीज हमारे युवा पीढ़ी को बर्बाद करने जा रही है। तो हमारे नागपुर में इस अवेयरनेस करने के उद्देश्य से बहुत सारे प्रयास किए जाते हैं। मैं बताना चाहता हूँ कि कॉलेजों में इसका एक उदाहरण है कि पोस्टर मेकिंग कंपटीशन वगैरह द्वारा युवाओं को जागृत करने का प्रयास हर समय होता जाता है। और हमारे नागपुर में कॉलेज सभी मिलके एक कैंपेनिंग चला जाता है, अवेयरनेस रैली निकाली जाती है। और युवाओं को इस नशे के लत से छुड़ाने के तौर तरीके ढूंढे जाते हैं। और कुछ बड़े बड़े, अभी नागपुर बहुत बड़ा हो गया है और बड़े बड़े मॉल में कुछ एनएसएस द्वारा कुछ प्ले भी किए जाते हैं। तो मैं आपके सामने क्या ये प्ले दिखा सकता हूँ? ये ज्यादा यानी 4 मिनट का है। क्या आगे बढ़े? 4 मिनट का है ये प्ले। ये
Yes, sir,
युवाओं
we
को
can.
जागरूक।
No, sir, we can see.
ओके।
So the audio of the play is, we're not able to hear it. So we're not able to hear the play. We're just only able to see the video.
ओके। ओके। सो इस नशे के लत छुड़ाने के बहुत से उपाय भी है। और उस तरीके से ध्यान, मेडिटेशन और प्रार्थना ये बहुत अच्छा माध्यम है। और हमारे नागपुर के कॉलेजेस में, स्कूलों में ये नित्य रूप से हो रहा है। और हमारी जो लाइफस्टाइल है उसको नियमित करने के लिए हम हमेशा अपने व्यायाम और स्वास्थ्य के और इस पे ध्यान देना बहुत जरूरी है। और यही नशे की लत से युवाओं को अच्छी एक्सरसाइज, अच्छा व्यायाम, उसका और अलग अलग तरीकों से उस नशे के ध्यान से कैसे दूर किया जा सकता है, ये हमारे सभी की है। तो यहीं पे मैं रुकना चाहता हूँ। और धन्यवाद।
Thank you so much, Dr. Avinash, sir. Now we would like to request our final panelist, Dr. Praveen Goyal. Dr. Goyal is an associate professor and the program coordinator of NSS at the University Institute of Engineering and Technology, Punjab University, from Chandigarh, to share with us his work and status of an MBA in his university. Over to you, sir. Dr. Goyal.
Dr. Goyal, are you able to hear us? Dr. Goyal?
Yes, madam.
In the meantime, yes. So we'd like to request you to please share a bit about your work and the work being carried out in your university under Nasha Mukt Bharat Abhiyan. Thank you so much for being with us here today, and over to you, sir.
Firstly, ma'am, yes, I am audible, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Firstly, congratulations to all the team members of Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment and our colleagues, panelists, Captain Dr. T. Chandra Kumar, Dr. Shashmiya Nayak, and Dr. Avinash, and Dr. Narendra ji, and today's audience, NSS, NCC volunteers, for initiating this Viksit Bharat with Nasha Mukt Bharat Abhiyan. सर्वप्रथम आप सभी को मेरा नमस्कार और अभिनंदन। डियर फ्रेंड्स, आज जिस विषय पर हम चर्चा कर रहे हैं वो आज के समय का बहुत ही चिंतन का विषय है। इसमें तकरीबन 65%, जैसा कि हम जानते हैं, 65% की युवा आबादी वाला भारत देश आज निरंतर नशे की चपेट में आ रहा है और युवा ही इस देश का भविष्य है, ये सब हम मानते हैं। और आज देश आजादी के इस अमृत काल में भारत देश आज विकसित भारत के संकल्प के साथ जो आगे बढ़ रहा है, परंतु आज का युवा नशे की चपेट में अगर आएगा तो ये कहीं ना कहीं विकसित भारत और बेहतर समाज के निर्माण पर प्रश्न चिन्ह लगाए। क्योंकि एक बहुत ही बड़ी चौंकाने वाली खबर ये भी है कि जो WHO, वर्ल्ड हेल्थ ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, जैसा कि आपने बताया कि तकरीबन 3 करोड़ से ज्यादा युवा नशे की जाल में फंस चुके हैं और जो कि इस सेहत पर बहुत ही बुरा असर डालता है। उनकी सेहत पर ही असर नहीं डालता बल्कि ये परिवार को भी कमजोर करता है, उनकी आर्थिक पोजीशन को खराब करता है और साथ में समाज पर भी इसका डायरेक्ट असर हमें दिखाई देता है। जब ये समाज पर ये इसका पूरा प्रभाव पड़ता है तो इसके साथ साथ हमारे देश पर भी इसका असर दिखाई देता है, चाहे वो देश की इकोनॉमिक पोजीशन हो, चाहे देश की अखंडता हो, चाहे देश की एकता हो, चाहे देश का स्वास्थ्य हो, सभी पर इसका असर दिखाई देता है। जैसा कि मैं पंजाब विश्वविद्यालय से बिलोंग करता हूं, पंजाब विश्वविद्यालय चंडीगढ़, और इस पंजाब विश्वविद्यालय के अंदर 120 कॉलेज, टोटल 202 एफिलिएटेड कॉलेज हैं, जिसमें से कि 26 कॉलेज चंडीगढ़ में और बाकी कॉलेज पंजाब में आते हैं। और इन सब के अंदर हमारे पास, मैं एनएसएस वॉलंटियर्स पंजाब, एनएसएस कोऑर्डिनेटर पंजाब विश्वविद्यालय, मैं देख पा रहा हूं कि जो हमारे पंजाब विश्वविद्यालय के अंतर्गत जो एनएसएस वॉलंटियर्स हैं, जो पंजाब विश्वविद्यालय के एफिलिएटेड कॉलेज हैं, उनसे बिलोंग करते हैं, जब उनसे बातचीत होती है तो देख पाता हूं कि हमारे पंजाब का एक बॉर्डर वाला जो प्रांत है जहां नशा बॉर्डर से भी आता है और जो युवाओं को नशे की लत लगा देता है और इससे देश की आंतरिक सुरक्षा को भी कमजोरी होती है। और जो कि नशा देश के बाहर से आता है, डायरेक्ट और इनडायरेक्ट वे में आंतरिक संगठन को भी मजबूत बनाता है, क्योंकि जो नशे का जो ये पैसा का लेन देन है, किसी न किसी तरीके से देश के जो आतंकी संगठन विभिन्न प्रकार का हथियार वगैरह यूज करते हैं और इससे हमारे देश की सुरक्षा को कमजोर करते हैं। मेरा कहने का तात्पर्य यह है कि जो हमारे भारत देश की सरकारी संस्था है, राष्ट्रीय सेवा योजना, युवा एवं खेल मंत्रालय सरकारी संस्था है, इसके अंतर्गत हम अपना तरफ से विभिन्न तरह की एक्टिविटीज करते हैं ताकि हम समाज और देश को एक सही राह पर और सही संदेश देने की कोशिश करें नशे के खिलाफ। नशे के खिलाफ पंजाब विश्वविद्यालय लगभग 25 नुक्कड़ नाटक जो हमें अप्रैल से नवंबर तक, अप्रैल 2023 से लेके नवंबर 2023 तक का कुछ डाटा आपसे साझा कर रहा हूं कि पंजाब विश्वविद्यालय 25 नुक्कड़ नाटक और 30 साइक्लोथन, 50 मैराथन और 60 अवेयरनेस रैली और विभिन्न अडोप्टेड विलेजेस में 50 एड्स अवेयरनेस कैंप और 25 हेल्थ कैंप, विभिन्न पोस्टर मेकिंग कंपटीशन, स्पीच कंपटीशन और इसके साथ साथ हम कल्चरल एक्टिविटीज भी ऑर्गेनाइज करते हैं जो कि भारत की विरासत पर जिसको गर्व हो, हमारे एनएसएस वॉलंटियर्स को, हमारे ऑडियंस को, कि कल्चरल एक्टिविटीज के थ्रू हम दिखाना चाहते हैं कि हमारा जो विरासत है वो कितनी गर्वशाली थी। आप सभी से मुझे साझा करते हुए गर्व होता है कि हमने एनएसएस ने स्पेशल परेड कंटीजेंट भी बनाया हुआ है जो विभिन्न तरह की परेड करने में सक्षम है, चाहे रोल ड्रिल हो, चाहे स्टिक ड्रिल हो, और अपनी परेड के माध्यम से संदेश देते हैं कि युवा नशे से दूर रहे। हम चाहे साइकिल रैली हो, चाहे हम हमारे पंजाब विश्वविद्यालय चंडीगढ़ के अंदर हमने एक दिन लास्ट फ्राइडे ऑफ एवरी मंथ की कार फ्री डे भी रखा है ताकि हम अपने एनवायरनमेंट को भी सेव कर पाए। और हमारा भरसक प्रयास ये भी रहता है कि हमारी सारी गतिविधियां जहां तक हो सके अर्ली मॉर्निंग, जल्दी सुबह करें, सुबह जल्दी उठकर मैदान में आए ताकि स्टूडेंट्स जो हमारे हैं सुबह जल्दी उठने की उनको आदत हो। जनरली हम देखते हैं जब हम हॉस्टल में होते हैं देर रात सोते हैं और देर सुबह उठते हैं और कई बार तो हम बिना नाश्ता लिए भी सीधा क्लास में पहुंच जाते हैं। इन चीज से जो आलस है और जो स्टूडेंट्स के अंदर है हम तंदुरुस्त कर पाए, उनका शरीर भी तंदुरुस्त हो। और हमारे एनएसएस ने विभिन्न महाविद्यालयों और विश्वविद्यालय प्रांगण में आयोजित करके विभिन्न तरह की एक्टिविटीज को अपने समाज को जागरूक करने का भरसक प्रयास करते हैं। हमारे एनएसएस नेशनल सर्विस स्कीम का एक जो लक्ष्य गीत है उसमें भी साफ लिखा हुआ है, स्वयं सजे वसुंधरा संवार दें, कि हम खुद भी सजें और देश को भी संवारें। इस तरह का आह्वान करके हम देश को नशा मुक्त करें और राष्ट्र स्वच्छ हो, राष्ट्र स्वस्थ हो। हमारा एक मोटो है एनएसएस का, नॉट मी बट यू, स्वयं से पहले आप। बच्चों को कई बार हम बताते हैं, जब हमारा कोविड का टाइम था 2020 और 2021 में, जब बहुत लोग देश का बहुत सारे लोग जब अपने घरों में बैठे थे तो दे एनएसएस वॉलंटियर्स सामने आए और उन्होंने अलग अलग तरह की एक्टिविटीज करके और लोगों तक, चाहे वो वैक्सीन और चाहे वो डिफरेंट अलग अलग एक्टिविटीज में अपना प्रयास किया कि उनको खाना पहुंचाना है या उनको किसी तरह की हेल्थ से जुड़ी कई सुविधाएं प्रदान करना है, ये एनएसएस वॉलंटियर्स ने किया और उन्होंने ये भी सिद्ध किया कि नॉट मी बट यू। और बार बार हम अपने संदेश में ये भी जरूर कहते हैं, नशा से दूर करने के लिए से नो टू ड्रग, चाहे हमारा अच्छा स्वास्थ्य लेना, हमें चाहे संतुलित जीवन लेना हो, सफल जीवन बनाना हो, मन की शांति करनी हो, परिवार की शांति हो और राष्ट्र की एकता को सुदृढ़ करना हो, तो हमें से नो टू ड्रग का पालन करना है। जय हिंद।
Thank you so much, Dr. Goyal. That was a very enlightening and illuminating presentation that you have given about the activities that are currently being carried out in your university, as well as the very important role that NSS volunteers have been playing. I am sure the activities and ideas that have been shared are very instrumental in spreading the message of the Abhiyan further on the ground and in furthering the aim of the Abhiyan through the involvement of all the main drivers and different stakeholders. Now, we will move on to the question and answer session. My first question is directed to Dr. Bishnoi. Sir, are you here? Yes, sir. Sir, we would like to ask you, what are your thoughts on which are the specific activities or interventions do you believe that are that have the most positive impact, have had the most impact in your university or in general, and why is that?
First of all, I want to say creation of a law specifically prohibiting the student to sell, use any drugs product would be very impactful. But at the same time, I'm saying just making a law is not itself sufficient. You can take an example of many laws for the protection of women, giving rights to in the property. They themselves are not sufficient until and unless the society accept it with their whole heart. So I can say you should create a law, you should make a committee which can impose fine. That would be that is good step, but itself is not sufficient. I just want to tell you, हमारे एक एनएसएस ने एक नया नाटक स्टार्ट किया, नशा समाज का एक रोग। और उस नाटक को उन्होंने इतना इम्पैक्टफुल मैनर में तैयार किया कि किस तरीके से नशे में लोग जुड़ते हैं, और नशा सिर्फ अपने आप में ही एक बीमारी नहीं है, किस तरीके से वो डोमेस्टिक वायलेंस, किस तरीके से वो सट्टा बाजारी, किस तरीके से चोरी चकारी, इस तरह की ज्यादा सामाजिक कुरीतियों को भी बढ़ाता है। तो मेरा ये कहना है कि दोनों स्टेप एक साथ चलने चाहिए। Why I am saying in our university it is impactful, टबैको के रिगार्डिंग प्रोडक्शन और सेल के रिगार्डिंग लॉ बना, और इसके रिगार्डिंग कमेटी और इम्प्लीमेंटेशन भी हो रहा है। तो पिछले कुछ टाइम से हमारे यहाँ पे उसके अगेंस्ट में कोई भी सिंगल केस रजिस्टर्ड नहीं। आई थिंक वी शुड ऑल्सो स्टार्ट फॉर द ड्रग्स अब्यूज, और उसके लिए कमेटी बननी चाहिए। मैं तो यूजीसी से एक रिक्वेस्ट होनी चाहिए कि दे शुड मेक इट ए स्टैट्यूटरी रिक्वायरमेंट दैट इन ईच कॉलेज देयर शुड बी ए कमेटी अगेंस्ट एंटी ड्रग्स यूज। वो अपनी तरह काम करे, उसी तरीके से स्टूडेंट वॉलंटियर्स आए, और किसी भी तरीके से, वन ऑफ द मेथड इज नुक्कड़ नाटक, किसी भी तरीके से बच्चों को ज्यादा से ज्यादा अवेयरनेस फैलाए। दोनों मिलके काम करेंगे तो मुझे लगता है इस बीमारी पे हम जल्दी ही जीत पा जाएंगे। थैंक यू।
Thank you, Dr. Vishnoy sir, for addressing this question in a very thoughtful manner. I believe that it will speak to our viewers and inspire them to take up this initiative more dynamically. Now, with that thought, we move on to our next panelist, Dr. Sashmi Naik ma'am. Ma'am, I wanted to ask you, what measure
Yes.
can be taken according to you for gender empowerment and enhancing the
I
effectiveness of
missed you.
measures?
I missed your voice. It's cut. It doesn't.
All right, all right, all right.
It was distorted.
Okay, so I'll repeat my question again. What measure can be taken according to you for gender empowerment and enhancing the effectiveness of measures taken to address drug-related problem in educational institute as well as in different communities across the country?
So for gender empowerment within the campus, you need gender equal policies. So every institution should have a gender equal policy. Now, we are not talking about just male and female binary here. There are also other genders now. So the need for that is we have to redefine these policies now, because we also have to take into account transgenders. The first issue, in many institutions, we do not have transgender toilets. So creating space within the institute is extremely important. That is the first thing. The second thing is the general culture of equality. We patriarchal society. So our socialization has been, in those terms. So fighting patriarchy can only be done through education, and also giving opportunity. When that happens, and when they are able to exhibit their capacity, I think respect also goes up, and we have a more equal society. You can't just tell them that you have to be respectful. You have to create opportunities, you have to create spaces, and also the general culture in a place. When we go to rural societies, again, fighting patriarchy has to be done within the family. Women first. Educate the men, educate parents. It's very easy to tell children, this is wrong and this is right. But we should also know that they're being socialized, their entire thought process, their attitudes, their values are being formed within the family. So yes, for gender equality to be real, it has to be taken up at the level of the family, at the level of the community, in the school, and in educational institutions. And we should also be aware that as students go up the hierarchy, the educational hierarchy, gender equality, gender representation, and we find lesser women, lesser number of fewer women, and fewer transgenders in institutions. Encourage them to apply more scholarships, perhaps, because in admissions for them would make the campus more diverse, more equal, and
Your voice is breaking a bit.
I have finished answering.
Yes, ma'am. We just missed the last part of it because your voice.
Even your voice is breaking, so
off. Just
yeah.
is it better now?
Any other question? Yeah, it's better now. Any other question?
Yeah. Okay. No, thank you for your expertise, Dr. Nayak. We'll go on to the next panelists and then we'll come round if, when we have the audience questions. Hello, ma'am, are you still able to hear me?
Yes, I'm able to hear you.
Yeah, okay. Thank you for confirming, ma'am. And thank you for sharing your expertise, ma'am. As you mentioned, the involvement and empowerment of young women and people coming from other marginalized genders is an integral part of development, and especially for this Abhiyan. And I'm sure your suggestions would be significant in enhancing their involvement. So thank you so much. And now I would like to invite Dr. Avinash to share his views. Sir, can you please provide us with examples of the efforts that have been made by youth groups to address the different issues and stages of drug and substance use, including the collaborations that have been done with other NGOs and institutions in your campus and by your university, sir?
जी, हमारे नागपुर में हमारे नागपुर यूनिवर्सिटी हमारे नागपुर यूनिवर्सिटी के एनएसएस यूनिट और एनसीसी यूनिट हर कॉलेज में जाके नुक्कड़ प्ले अरेंज करने का और उस हिसाब से युवा पीढ़ी को कैसे जागरूक कर सकते हैं इसका प्रयास भरपूर मात्रा से हो रहा है। अभी हमारे युवा का जो चलन है वो चलन देखा गया तो ये जो ड्रग्स सप्लायर है उनका टारगेट स्कूल के बच्चे, पब पब में जो जाने वाले नौजवान बच्चे हैं उनको उस नशे की गोली की लत और अपना मर्दानगी वाली जो दवा है उस जरिए नशे में डालने की आदत बहुत ज्यादा बढ़ गई है। हमारे नागपुर में भी इसका चलन बहुत ज्यादा, हमारे नागपुर में भी ऐसे पब खुले हैं और ज्यादातर इस पब में आने वाला युवती ही है और इन सबको आने वाले भविष्य में इसका क्या परिणाम होने वाला है ये सब चीजें समझाने की जरूरत है। हमारे बहुत से नागपुर में ऐसे एनजीओज है जो हरदम ये काम कर रहे हैं और हमारे महाराष्ट्र सरकार ने भी गुटखा जो इजीली अवेलेबल होता था इसके ऊपर बैन है, लेकिन जिस तरह बैन है उस तरह से अभी भी वो फ्री बहुत इजीली अवेलेबल है। तो इसके ऊपर नकेल कसनी चाहिए, पुलिसिंग ज्यादा बढ़ानी चाहिए, स्कूलों में उनके माता पिता का काउंसलिंग करना बिहेवियर अलग तरफ से है, वो उसके ऊपर ध्यान देना बहुत जरूरी है, क्योंकि हमारी पीढ़ी, जो इस पीढ़ी को आ, इस नशे की आदत से जितने जल्दी हो सके हमारे देश के भविष्य के लिए बहुत जरूरी है। तो एनजीओज, कॉलेज, यूनिवर्सिटी, ये सब मिलके हमारे युवा पीढ़ी को कैसे आ, अच्छे विधायक काम में, पढ़ाई की तरफ, देश के प्रगति के लिए उसको आकर्षित किया जाए, ये सभी का काम है, ऐसे मुझे लगता है। इस मैम और
Thank you for sharing your experience, sir. I'm sure that your response will spark new ideas and consideration on taking an MBA ahead. Now I will direct my next question to Dr. Chandra Kumar, sir. Sir, as you have already shared so many activities done by NCC, my question is: are there any instances of NCC student-led program or campaign that have made significant impact in promoting a drug-free environment? Sir, you are not audible.
Yeah, definitely. We are having a 50 percentage of third current in our NCC. And our college and proud to say that we are the free instrument. Many activities being carried over by government of Tamil Nadu as well as Ministry of Higher Education, and we are having a separate team in and around the college and the campus wide. And the girls are more sincere than boys nowadays, and having lead group from girl cadets of having 10 to 12. With the help of the NCC commanding office and army instruction. So we are making forward all the activities carried out throughout the nation. And one thing we are not focused on the W's in particular. So we are focusing on all the activities whichever comes through government of India and the government of various ministries. And my opinion is that we can focus on this particular activity, what we are doing regularly month for Swachh Bharat, we can improve this. So definitely I will share all those things, what are the things shared with members, check with my official commanding officer, and we can include these type of activities in our monthly program.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you.
We have discussed various challenges faced during the implementation of NMBA and the need of for continuous improvement. The suggestion provided by all the panelists will be instrumental in enhancing the reach and impact of NMBA. It's essential to measure the impact and sustainability of these initiatives taken by all the universities across the country and to ensure the program long-term success.
Definitely we can do wonders to help from all the young chaps.
Yes, sir. And so, Drug Mukt Bharat Abhiyan aims to make significant impact on the ground, and the and capacity builders that have been procured would be very crucial in spreading the message further. And I would like to once again thank all of the panelists for joining us here today. May I request all of you to that we can a final photograph before that for today. Thank you so much for joining us, and we look forward to collaborations with all of you.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
मैडम अनुष्का जी, मैडम अनुष्का जी,
Yes, sir.
मैं ऑडियंस को एक संदेश देना चाहूंगा।
Sir,
हमारे
if
समाज,
there are any insights, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Definitely.
यस मैम, मैं अपने ऑडियंस को एक संदेश देना चाहता हूं कि सच्चा दोस्त वही है जो नशे से मुक्ति दिलाए। सच्चा दोस्त वही है जो नशे से मुक्ति दिलाए। दोस्त हमदर्द होना चाहिए, अदरवाइज सिर दर्द होने के लिए तो सारी दुनिया ही तैयार है। जय हिंद, जय भारत।
Yes.